It's running onto the ball at pace and being determined to get to that goal line. Have a look at this in replay. So it was a little bit sluggish. The defence was there. Good pass. And he hit it hard.
Chris Wiles with his first ever international try. Something to celebrate for the Northampton man. Mike Hercus, also with, at the moment, a 100% record. And reducing the South African lead once more.
I don't think they'll be too perturbed about it.
And the crowd here at Montpellier certainly enjoying this feast of rugby. Hercus wide out on the touchline. Can't pull it in quite enough.
Well, they are enjoying the rugby, actually.
Yep.
And just looking around, everyone is thoroughly enjoying it. It's because, I think, two reasons, actually. The Americans have come to light and they've decided to attack. And they realise that they can attack, they can score tries, and they've nailed two excellent tries. And the second reason, I think, that Mr. Spreadbury has relaxed a little bit, settled into the groove, into the mood of the night.
Deep kickoff all the way down to Wenya.
Well, what happened there?
I think we have an injury again, which Mr. Spreadbury thankfully is in very quickly to deal with.
It's Havana, I think, isn't it? There's a clash of heads, Bob, I think.
Two men finishing up on the floor. Oh! That's painful.
Got to get that body position low when you come in for the hit. You hit with the shoulders down low and it wouldn't have happened.
Wenya and Habana having to leave the field. And Habana, blood streaming from his face. In fact, they're bandaging up Kudzwa Wenya. Well, I think some scouts for leading clubs, particularly in France here, might be on his case pretty quickly.
I would say so. In fact, I wonder how that sits with the United States. Do they have central contracting? I bet they don't. Although Nigel Melville's here tonight, I mean, I'm sure he'd be tapping on his door as soon as he leaves the stadium.
Talking about getting on the case, I'm sure Mr. Melville would be on the case.
Yeah, he's the CEO of US Rugby.
Power drive again from South Africa. Berger picks up. Looking to attack the weak spots there. Dupree is organising his forwards again. Driving low and well. There's a hole! Dupree gets the try. What an outstanding talent this young man is.
He is. I often feel he's an unselfish player. He's always looking to distribute a great quality, of course, for a halfback to have. In fact, the necessary quality. But on that occasion, he went to pass and he saw the player Hercus drift onto his man. He thought, hello, there's a gap there. I think I'll take it.
Bit of obstruction by Mr. Spreadbury, I think, as well.
Well, I don't mind that sort of obstruction from referees. He obstructs a game by blowing a whistle that I don't like.
His uncle, the great Frick Dupree, voted as the player of the century in a poll in South Africa, despite the fact that he retired in 1971.
It's marvellous, isn't it? Frick Dupree, Colin Meads, they've gone down in history.
Well, Todd Clever, for one, has been patched up. So he returns. And Mark Ayler leaves the field.
I suppose Willie John McBride from Ireland. Bob, and who would you say from Wales? JPR? Oh, Barry John, there's so many.
Yep. Marcus Butter also lining up to take the field, wearing 18.
How about move the swerve?
Gareth Edwards, Barry John, Mervyn Davis. Right, we have another substitution.
Okay, send him on, play on, don't stop the clock.
Albert van der Berg leaves the field on his 50th cap, and Bakis Butter resumes his record partnership in the second row with Victor Matfield.
In Scotland, Andy Irvine.
Yeah.
France, Walter Spangero.
Where do you stop? Where do you start? Where do you finish?
That's right.
Into the lineup from Lentz as the USA look to bounce back once more. A couple of tries already in this game. Oh, they'd love to keep this run going. Herkus pops it up in the middle of the field. Crossing, I think, says the referee. Yep. Frustration.
Well,
Louis Stanfield.
It was bad luck for Stanfield, actually, because it had nothing to do with him. He was running a dead straight line off the shoulder, and he ran it well too.
Percy Montgomery's clearance. And South Africa inching their way towards a record. They need 60 points in this game to have a new record points total for 4 pool matches.
Good body position when you can get low enough to keep your momentum. Take the hit. He's quite a promising young man, Stanfield.
USA coming up quickly, but the South Africans this time guilty.
Are you? We're both little. Well, running front takes the man away.
Well, there it was, captured by the camera.
Prevented from making the tackle by the man running into him. So Mike Herkus is eyeing up a position.
Oh, beautifully done.
Brilliantly done. Erskine, the scrum half, claims it. Big long ball to his partner in the middle of the field.
Ooh, he ran into trouble. Johan Smith, I think, and Skoltberger, the double.
Here comes Moyakiola. South Africa for the moment equal to it, but no, the possession's here once more for the States. Brilliantly done. Now then, where's the support? Here it comes, beautiful hands from Erskine inside. Super play once more by the USA.
Well, who would have thought? 2 beautiful tries, and they're having a crack at a third one. Hasn't anybody told them they're playing South Africa and they're not normally able to do that?
Tony Spreadbury is playing an advantage to the USA. Herkus, little slip move then. Wiles up from fullback. That looked high. Maybe he ducked low as well. Tony Spreadbury brings them back for the penalty offence.
And do you take that 3 points? 43-18. Fairly meritorious performance, though. Or do you try for another try, Bob?
They've got some tries in their blood, I think, tonight.
Yeah, I think so too. Put it out near the goal line and try and score from the line out, do you think?
Yep, I think that's what they're aiming to do.
This was a great run, though. It was straight through the centre, over the top of the ruck and ball. And then there was a bit of interaction and good support. It was high, wasn't it? And once again, around that neck, chest area.
And just a reminder about our highlights show tonight, World Cup report. The best of the action from all today's games. That programme starting at midnight here on ITV4. And of course you can see highlights of each and every game to our website, itv.com/rugby. And haven't we had some fun today? We've had some glorious rugby.
I'm not sure it's all over. I think there's 22 minutes to go.
Hercus down towards the corner. Back the mandatory 5 meters. But this is a wonderful opportunity again for the USA. And
Well,
it's Owen Lentz after his storming runs as well as his general play in the middle of the front row. South Africa competes and compete well. Stein.
What a boot. What a boot that young man's got. So there it was, near the dead ball line. Pressure on. Huge clearance. And now, what is it, 37 metres? So USA throw again. So they couldn't win their last ball. And they can't win this one. South Africa, extremely good. In fact, the best team, I think, on opposition lineouts in the competition.
Trier again sending it long downfield. Back goes the Quickman. Sensibly links with Chris Wiles. He gets good distance on his clearance kick too. So, confirmation from Tony Spreadbury that we have 20 minutes of action left in this game. Matfield off the top, beautiful ball. Berger, lovely move inside. Oh, this is tremendous. JP slips it. It's going wide. Jacquerie.
Well, check that copybook try, wasn't it? Right from the throw from the hooker, Matfield. You'll see it in replay how direct the ball was for speed purposes. Look at this, straight off the top, bang. It's not just a lob. Flat attack this time. Inside runner who had a big channel. Drifted, ghosted, fed Stein, fed the support player, Fari, straight through. That is a classic try. Another. But the flat attack this time, I like this new development.
JP Peterson on as a replacement. And showing good composure there too. Stein in the end with the scoring pass for his co-centre.
Yes, it was just so beautifully worked. The Americans, who have been outstanding in defence all night, they just drifted on to their player, and that inside channel was available because it was right on the game line.
Percy Montgomery, 2 more points. Excellent kick again by the fullback. South Africa up to 50. There's an old phrase, isn't there, in English, beaten but unbowed. And I think that's certainly true, isn't it, of the USA in this particular match.
Well, they can go home with their heads high, that's for sure.
Hercus trying to get Eloff up on the restart. Wenya slips it this time to Hercus. Little kick through. It was a knock-on by a South African hand.
Everybody in the whole stadium wants to see Wenya give it a go again. I mean, that time we're just sort of thinking, will he go? No, he passed it the time before. I thought he was going to have a go, and he passed it then.
Didn't have much space available there, did he?
No, maybe he's picking his moment.
Presence of mind to link with Mike Hercus.
Yeah, might be the bang on the head. This wide scrum here would be a good chance to feed him, actually. The Americans should do that. They might. Here they go. Oh, bad pass.
No room at the end.
When you've got a player like this, sensational gas, the idea, of course, on a scrum like that is to move all the other players the other side and then just leave one man marking one man and give the guy the ball and say, There you go. He takes some stopping, I'll tell you. Doesn't matter where it was in the field.
John Smith, who will be joining Clermont-Ferrand after this competition. Another super addition to the French scene. Percy Montgomery.